Let me tell you a story. It's a pretty gnarly story. I'm ashamed of it. And I can assure you that this whole thing went down. This is all 100% true. Maybe even more than that. I was friends with this kid named Kyle when I lived in Anacortes. He didn't live that far away from me. It was actually cool. I ended up hanging out with him a lot because he lived in a duplex, and in the other side was my other friend Daniel. And I just go up there like every day and just hang out every day, all day. And whenever I'd go up there, his mom, Kyle's mom, was always like the one that let us all go in the house. We never really went into Daniel's house, but we always went into Kyle's house all the time. And that wasn't because we wanted to, really, but because his mom always made us come in for some reason, one way or another. It was always like, "Hey, you guys want to come in? I got some food for you. I got some cookies. You guys want to, play some video games? I got the games all set up for you and stuff." And it's just like, yeah, whatever. Went through the trouble, might as well go inside. We always ended up inside. And every time I was inside, every time I ended up inside that house, she always ended up touching me, one way or another, whether it just be my hair, like if she just like run her fingers through my hair or something, or she just like poked my stomach. She's like, weird, I don't know. She always ended up touching me. One time she just braided like little parts of my hair for no reason. Or she just like touched my shoulder, touched my leg or something. Just really brief. And I didn't really care. Like, it kind of bothered me, but not enough to like say something about it. Not enough to stop going over there, you know? And like one day, like we were walking down the hall, like walking out of Kyle's room, and she was like, touching my sides. And Daniel was right behind her, like watching the whole thing, and he's just like, dude, I think she likes you as more than a friend. Like, seriously. And I was like, yeah, no. It's kind of, yeah, I don't know. And, yeah, okay, so that's why this story didn't surprise me. That wasn't the story. The story is, same mom, same kid. We went over, I did, Daniel wasn't there. I went over to his house. We went inside, and for some weird reason, it all came out. Kyle admitted to his mom that he smoked weed. I admitted to him that I smoked weed with him. I admitted that I bought weed for him and stuff all the time. She admitted that she smokes weed. And we all just got like this little, you know, intervention circle thing where we're all like, I've been smoking weed for 6 months now. And, yeah, I think, yeah, it was weird. But it was all just flowing, so it wasn't weird because it was weird, but it wasn't weird. You know what I mean? It was all just like going, like flowing perfectly. The events after this didn't even seem weird. And she was alright that Kyle smoked weed. She was alright that her son was smoking. And I guess she kind of knew it already. And the reason why she really didn't care was because she wasn't allowed to smoke weed. He was allowed to, but still, it's a mom. And she wasn't allowed to smoke weed, or else the husband would get all pissed off. And I don't know, like they had like leverage over each other. I guess they just thought that. I don't know. Somewhere along the line, a bottle of vodka or something came out. I don't know why she brought it out and why she decided just to let us have it. Oh yeah, she brought it out and she was mixing it with cranberry juice, and like she was just drinking it and it was just to herself, and then she just let us sip it. Just, that tastes good. And we just kept drinking more and more and more, and she just started caring less and less that we were just like guzzling out of the bottle, you know? And we were all three drunk. And it was really weird. Me, my friend, and his mom, all in the room drunk. And it was my first time being drunk, and I was just like, whoa. And all of a sudden, like she said, I haven't smoked weed in like 5 months to Kyle. And she leaned over to me and she's like, I actually smoked it yesterday. And the way I was sitting, I had my hand kind of like this, just like on my hand, like on my knee. And she leaned over and her tits just kind of like landed right in my hand. And she didn't mean to. I wasn't about to move my hand either. But I kept saying, oh, I couldn't hear you. I didn't hear it that time. Come say it again. Like, I don't know. It was just like, wow. Wow. And she came over and like whispered it like 4 times, and each time it just like plop, plop, plop. And I was just like, hell yeah. And like eventually, I was like, I had this psychology thing going on. I was like, I bet I could touch her boobs and have her actually know it, not care. But how would I ask that? I'm not just gonna ask it, you know, especially with Kyle being here. This is his mom. But I bet I could. I was just like, hey Kyle. He was just sitting there and she was over there. I was like, yo Kyle, you ever wonder what boobs feel like? And he's just like, yeah. And his mom was like, what? You never felt dailies? I was like, no. Because that was my girlfriend at the time. And I was just like, no, I never did. Even though I really did. But still, I said no. And then, the craziest thing happened. My plan worked. She came over, and I know you're not going to believe this, but she leaned over and actually grabbed my hand. It was like that. Okay, just on the outside of her shirt. Then, crazier, she lifted up her shirt. And Kyle was right here the whole time, and he didn't see any of it. And I was just like, no? And he didn't even know. He was totally oblivious to it. And I was just like, wow. Damn. You know? And I didn't want to leave either. My mom wanted me to go home. And I was just like, fuck that. I'm just going to stay here and keep touching titties. Touching, like, this MILF's titties right in front of her own, like, son. While the dad's home in the living room making dinner. While all the other little kids are all running around and stuff. While her own son is in the room with me. And I'm sitting there. You know? This is a true story. This is whack. I know, but it's true. What else? What happened? Where was I? Oh yeah, then she kept doing it. She kept doing it over and over and over and over again. And eventually, like, it was like, to the point where, like, Kyle actually left the room to go and eat. And she came back in. And, like, it was just, I was blown away. Because the instant Kyle left the room, it was like, you know? It was just like, oh my god. And I was only like 14 at the time. I know, that's like rape or something, but still. It was consensual. And, yeah, it was whack. And the, what? Okay, what happened after that? Oh, I tried to do the psychology thing again. Like, because I was, you know, touching her titties. And Kyle was literally this far away from me. And I'm down here. The bed's like right here. He's just sitting on the bed. And his mom's like right here, like not under the bed, but kind of just like off to the side of it and under it. And she's just sitting there like going like this, like on top of the bed. Just like looking over at the screen. And Kyle's right there. And I'm on like the foot of the bed, just going. You know? Just going at it. He had no idea. And then he actually saw it, but we just played it off like, she's like, I was like, oh, she just handed me back my pipe. I lent it to her 3 minutes ago. She's just now giving it back. He's like, oh, no problem. You know? And I tried to do the psychology thing again. This time I was like, you know, I've always wanted to know what it felt like to have your dick sucked. Actually, I don't think I said it like that, but that's the point I was trying to get across. I was like, I think what I said was, my dick feels weird. And she's just like, really? I was like, that's all you're gonna say, bitch? Really? Wow. It was easy enough to do this. Why can't you just fucking... Because that was something I really didn't want to ask her to do, you know? I didn't want to, like... That was something I really just... Yeah. Don't want to go there. So yeah, that's a true story. Fucked up? Yes. True? Yes. Made it up? Nope. 100% true. And that's the story. Oh yeah. And then she left. She let me borrow... Or when I left, she made out with me. I masturbated in their bathroom. Went back into the room, asked her to borrow her pipe, and she made out with me. And I dipped out. Never went back to Kyle's house again. Never saw his mom ever again. In fact, actually, A couple weeks later, his parents got divorced. I don't know why. I don't think it was because of that. I didn't hear anything about that, but it could have been. But whatever. Peace.